Hey guys, it's Amanda. So today we are going to be doing the sibling tag. I did this a while back with my other brother Devlin. I'm here with my other brother Patrick. Um, so yeah, we came up with these questions on our own. I'll put them all down below, and I challenge all of you guys to do them with one of your siblings. And if you don't have a sibling, change them to one of your friends or your parents or yeah.
Most of these you can also just answer on your own too.
Yeah, a lot of these, except for like a couple.
Help them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can only answer with someone else.
pretty much.
Yeah. So yeah, and basically we're gonna be alternating questions,
Ish. It's not
sometimes.
planned out, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. um. So yeah, let's get started.
Okay, question 1. Favorite food and why?
Ice cream because it's like super sweet and yummy, and you can top it with a bunch of good tasting things. Yeah, ice cream.
Okay, my favorite food is cheesecake without the crust, um, because it's just really, really sweet and it has a nice flavor and it's just really sweet and it's really good. I mean, it's really good. So I mean, yeah, that.
Yeah. Question number 2. Similarities we have with each other.
Um, well, to start off with, we both have at least one brain cell, I think.
Sometimes he doubts it.
Yeah, she gives me due cause to doubt it. Um, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
He better be.
Um, we're both people with 2 eyes. We both have a stomach.
Okay.
We both have 4 limbs and 20 finger things.
Okay, my turn.
Because part of those are toes.
Um, we are. We both have blonde hair. Both have 2 eyes. Both have a nose, mouth.
Whoa, I already said 2 eyes.
You did?
We both have blue eyes though.
Yeah. Well, sometimes mine change to green, but.
Yeah, same. Differences.
Oh, my turn. He's a boy. I'm a girl. Um, he's more into like political stuff, and I'm more into like fashion.
And she's like really wacky.
Oh, I'm a girl.
She gets to be like really hyper and all, and most of the time I stay pretty calm. I mean, I might wig out, but it's not nearly to the same extent as
And it's
she
not as
does.
often as I do.
It's not as often.
I get hyper like every other day.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, I can be really happy without being really hyper. Unlike her when she
I
really
get happy, I go cuckoo.
yeah, she goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I don't like Cocoa Puffs. More like Cocoa Rice.
It is a reference.
Okay. Also, he has more allergies than I do.
That is very true.
I don't have any allergies.
And I have all the allergies.
Yeah, well, I'm allergic to pollen and dust. And sheet metal. Okay. Question number 4. Political views on equality.
So basically, my political views on equality are that all of us should be equal before the law. Basically, uh, we shouldn't be held accountable for our actions if someone else wasn't accountable for their actions. Keep with the precedent, no matter like what the circumstances were. I mean, unless the circumstances have something to do with it. But like if a gay person were to murder someone and didn't get away with it, even though someone in the exact same situation, except they were straight, murdered someone and they got away with it, then the gay person should get away with it, given the precedent and all that. It's a little bit of a flawed thing, but it's the best I can think of right now.
Yeah. My political view is we should all be treated the same because
We
Yeah.
should all be treated the same, Amanda.
Because we are basically the same people, just split into different parts. And yeah.
Okay. Let's deep question. Favorite color?
Pink! I'm wearing light pink on my nails. I don't really think you guys can see it, but yeah.
Orange. Not wearing any, but I love it.
He's obsessed.
Yes.
Question number 6. Favorite kind of bird and why?
My favorite kind of bird is the same as it has been since I was 3 or 4. That is the blue jay. A, it looks cool. B, it sounds cool. C, it has a little like mohawk thing. It's so cool.
Yeah. Mine's a dove because of very different reasons. One, it's an awesome Christmas time bird and I love Christmas time. 2, it got named after a very good chocolate brand that I love is named after. And 2, it has really good soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Question.
favorite movie and why?
Frozen because it has Olaf and I love Olaf.
My favorite movie is The Patriot. It stars Mel Gibson and other people. I can't remember their names. It is not a horse movie. A lot of people think that it is, including this person. It's a movie set in the Revolutionary War, and it's just about a really cool time period, and it gets really touching at some parts.
I've seen it.
And it has some really cool quotes too.
Yeah. Question number 8. Favorite book and why?
My favorite book is Epic, a story that, or the story that God is telling us, and it's just really cool because even if it doesn't agree with all of my beliefs and everything, it's kind of cool because it references like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and a couple other things like The Matrix also. And it's cool that you can relate religion to things like that, and it's nice to have a reminder like that to tell us that.
Yeah. Mine is The Diary of Anne Frank because even though it's kind of a sad book at the end of it, it's a really touching book. Had to take a nail art pen from him. But yeah, it's a really touching book and I like it.
Next question. Question number 9. What do we like about each other?
Patrick, he's really easy to talk to at sometimes because I can't talk to my parents and I love my parents. But sometimes they don't really understand what we're going through, and I mean, sometimes if I say, hey, like, this is going on at school, what should I do? They kind of just, like, tell the teacher, and I need more advice in that, and Patrick knows what to give me. And he's just a really awesome person. He's really easy to, like, play with, and, yeah.
Interesting. Um, so what I like about this person is, yeah. Um, she's really nice. She's a sweet girl. Uh, she can be funny when she's not trying to be, which is always good.
Yeah. They
Um,
hate it when I'm trying to be funny.
it's not funny. Um,
It's funny in my opinion.
okay. Um, and it's really cool. She gets like really hyper, which can be a relief sometimes because after like a long day at school or whatever, come home and she's like, "Yay, this happened! Yay!" And I'm like, "Yes, thank you. I needed that. That's awesome." And I mean, same thing. Like when you're unsure about like a Christmas present or whatever that I've gotten her or whatever. She opens it up. It's pink! Yay!
I'll scream for like a minute.
At least.
Yeah, and like pounding my feet on the floor, like.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, like when I got this little cutie, I was all like.
For about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And she was squealing louder than that.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give you guys.
The full blown thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
Question number 10. Favorite quote and why?
So my favorite quote is by Benjamin Franklin. I can't remember the exact quote, but it's something along the lines of we're all born stupid, but it takes exceptional work to remain that way. And basically, that's because, or the reason that I like that quote so much is because it's saying, you know, we don't know anything when we're born, but in order to stay that way and still not know anything further in life, it takes a lot of work to not understand or to not, pick up things. I mean, some people are smarter in certain areas than others, but all of us have our smart places. And if you don't at all, then, I mean, if you know nothing and you're like 25 or whatever, it must have taken a lot of work to make sure that you don't understand anything.
Yeah, my favorite quote is, "I'm not perfect, never have been, and never will be perfect." This quote's just like really true. Like, I've we've never been perfect, and we never will be, and we never have been. And it's like some people out there. I'm not trying to be rude or point anyone out, but some people out there are just like, "Oh, I have a designer purse, and like I'm just so perfect because I have the cutest boyfriend on earth." And it's like, you're not perfect. You have some bad things about your life or going on, and they just need to realize that. And yeah. Okay.
Question number 11. Favorite real animal and favorite fantasy animal, and why?
My favorite real animal. My favorite real animal is a zebra because I've been going through like this black and white phase. Like I like the two colors together, and it's like that perfect animal. And some stuffed animals that they make of zebras are so freaking cute. And then my favorite fantasy animal is the classic unicorn. I love unicorns. They're so cute. They're adorable. And this one even lights up. So, thumbs up for that.
Um, my favorite real animal is the raccoon. That is because, my dear friends,
I don't
um,
even know this.
because they're really clever. Basically, what they'll do is like they'll take like birds from their nest or whatever, or that they are able to catch, shove them into like a creek or whatever, and hold them down until they drown. It is not the most pretty thing out there, nor what they do. However, it's showing that humans aren't the only smart things out there, and sometimes we need to remember that because some people tend to say humans are up here, everything else is down here, and that's stupid. So yeah. And then my favorite fantasy animal is the phoenix because I'm combining multiple things to say why. Uh, in one of the Harry Potter movies, it was say or Dumbledore ended up saying to the whole school, sometimes you just need to remember to turn on the light. Going into Narnia, the Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe, um, when the uh, witch person, can't remember her name right now, was attacking, they had a phoenix that lit up a line in front of them and made this like huge fire gash thing, and that's just pretty cool for anybody to see. But I mean, also it's like this whole eternal thing because once they burn, they come back from the ashes, and that's just so cool. I think.
Yeah, but some unicorns don't die. And when they do, they don't have gray ashes. They have rainbow ashes. And glittery
Harry Potter
ashes.
1, Silver Blood. It died. Point made.
Hmm. Question number 12. Hobbies?
Um, I act a lot. I do a lot of theater. I do tech theater, messing with lights and sound and stuff like that. And also, getting up on stage, presenting, whatever. Um, Also, I sing. I don't do it anywhere. I just kind of do it around the house. My shower head is a big fan.
Yeah, mine
Um,
too.
and I completely forgot what else I do. Um, so yeah.
Some of my hobbies are talking to my friend Chloe. I'll put her channel down below. You should definitely go subscribe to her. Patrick.
Stop.
Okay. What else do I like to do? I like to talk to my stuffed animals because sometimes if I'm home alone, I get really freaked out. Like, even if I have Chloe on the phone with me, I still get really freaked out. And so my stuffed animals are just like a good, like, big friend group to have. I also like to do makeup, do my nails, and shop.
Okay, so the next question. Favorite game and why?
My favorite game is, if you guys can't tell already, I have a cold, is either Minecraft or Animal Jam. I'd be really surprised if you guys don't know what Minecraft is. If you don't, it's like a block version of real life. It does have some things that real life doesn't have,
Like dragons.
like dragons, and if you die, you can come back to life again. You can get diamond very easily.
It's an easier form of real life, basically.
Yeah, basically. And yeah, and then Animal Jam is like a virtual pet game. Yeah.
My favorite game is checkers. It was my favorite board game when I was a kid, and it just kind of stayed up there because I used to play it all the time with my grandfather. And then he passed away when I was in 3rd grade. And I don't know, it just kind of held memories ever since. Amanda,
Going on to a better note. When is our birthday?
I don't know this about her at all. My birthday is November 10th, 1998. Feel free to send me gifts if you want.
My favorite
My favorite birthday is my own because it's mine.
No, actually, my favorite birthday is December 25th. But my birthday, I don't know why I said that. My birthday is, I almost said my birthday's probably.
It's probably around here, or maybe it's over there. I don't really know.
My birthday is October 15th, 2003. Can't tell already, I'm 11, he's 16. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, do you like seafood?
Depends on the kind of seafood. I like shrimp. I like some fish. I like sushi. Yeah.
Yeah, I like fish. Like tilapia, salmon. Haven't really had many kinds of fish. Crab, like Maryland blue.
Oh yeah, crab. We had that when I was younger, and I
Yeah.
loved it.
Uh, I've had lobster one time.
Oh.
Also, kind of a fake crab meat. I'm not sure if that counts as seafood or not, but it's good.
You
I
don't
like
like
it on
shrimp?
sandwiches. That was the first. Oh no, I didn't. I like shrimp.
Can you eat sushi?
Yeah. I am getting there. Thank you.
Sorry.
I like shrimp because it tastes salty and it's neat
It's really good.
and it's good. And then sushi. Sushi in itself, you can have multiple kinds of sushi.
Yeah, I mean, you
I
can
mean,
have candied sushi.
Whoa, no, candy sushi doesn't count as seafood.
It's still sushi.
Sushi is sushi. It's like rice and fish. Raw fish. It's a delicacy, unknown to others, unless you've had sushi.
I also like tofu. It's kind of like sushi. Yeah, it is. Question number 16. Annoying thing about each other. Now I'm about to have another sneeze.
Okay, annoying thing about her. Number 1. She sneezes all the time.
It's because I'm sick.
It's just so annoying.
I sneeze like every 5 minutes. Well, I mean right now.
Yeah. She's really childish.
Which sometimes can be a good thing.
It can be a good thing sometimes. Like I said earlier, you know, sometimes it raises the spirits of people. But other times it's just too much, and it's like she's trying too hard. Also, when she's trying to be funny, it's kind of annoying because she's trying too hard, and she doesn't really need to try too hard.
It's because they don't like me, and so they know what I'm doing is funny, but they don't want to admit it.
It's not funny.
Yes, it is.
And also, she puts on way too much makeup most of the time.
Yeah, I like makeup.
Just look at the face. She's a natural beauty.
I'm wearing mascara.
No. Well, see, take it off, then we'll talk.
Watch, like, my makeup collection or my first couple of videos.
It's annoying. Also, she does these YouTube videos. I don't know if you know about YouTube, but they can get annoying sometimes because, you know, I'm trying to talk to her and then she's like, oh, hold on, I have to do my YouTube video. Okay. That's how it is.
I see, this is why you annoying.
Okay.
Annoying thing about you. God.
She can't think of anything.
I can. They're just in the back of my head.
Well, we'll get back to that later.
No.
Okay.
Sometimes he can be, if I'm trying to talk to, like, my mom or my dad in the car, because normally when I get in the car, I'm like, oh, Mom, guess what? This thing happened at school. And then he gets in the car, like, oh, I can't talk anymore.
I don't know why.
And also,
She just doesn't like talking around me.
and also, he talks bad things about me to other people.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
That's a lie.
Yeah, you do.
I say true things to her, about her to other people.
If you do say true things, which most of the bad things you say about me aren't true.
I don't do that. She's lying.
Okay, on to another question.
Describe each other in one word. Go.
I have another annoying thing.
No.
Oh, darn it. I'm going to say that at the end of the video.
No, don't do that.
Describe each other in one word. Caring.
Well, I was going to say nice, and then she said all the annoying things about me.
No, you have to say something nice about me.
Let's describe each other in one word. So, what I'm going to say instead is bold.
Wait, what does bold mean?
Outgoing.
Oh, yeah.
Willing to do things despite others' opinions.
I'm a dumb blonde.
Okay. Yeah, your question.
Question number 18. Dogs or cats, and why?
I personally prefer cats. They're very, very adorable. They're soft. Especially kittens. They're like, oh. But I mean, cats are so cool. I mean, because they're kind of, you know, like, I will go where I please. You can, you know, do whatever. I will go where I want. And I respect that in a cat. That is a nice feature to have.
Yeah, mine's cat too. One, like Patrick said, or no, not like Patrick said, but like, dogs, if they make noise, which is like barking, it's loud, and they can.
She's scared of them.
And they can wake you up. The cats, if they meow, they're like meow, meow, and also they're freaking adorable. And like my grandma's cat, is it a he or she? My grandma's cat, we'll call it it.
It's a Floppy. His name is Floppy.
Its name is Floppy. Floppy is really soft, and most cats are. And you know, they can have claws and they can scratch you, but you know, it's like getting a paper cut. Whereas if a dog claws you, this is why I don't like dogs. if a dog claws you, it's like deep. And I mean, it hurts. I've had experience. My leg was clawed by a dog before.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Pancakes or waffles? And why?
Pancakes. Don't like waffles, even though I like to eat them sometimes. Pancakes. They're so smooth and they're easy to put syrup on, and the syrup doesn't get stuck in like the squares like waffles do. And I mean, whipped cream's easy to put them on. I don't like putting waffle or whipped cream on waffles. It's disgusting. I mean, waffles do have some good sides. I mean, you can have like blueberry waffles and chocolate chip waffles. Although chocolate chip waffles aren't that good. I mean, pancakes are just awesome. And yeah, on to you.
I prefer waffles because you're able to put syrup on them really easily because it stays on the waffle. It doesn't like spread to your plate and just get useless. I mean, it stays on the waffle. You can put butter on it. You can put whipped cream on it. And just kind of stays on the waffle. Also, if you're a math nerd like me, it's fun to like quadrant them off and then eat them like that. It's also easier to cut them in half and still make them look good. Like if you're going to say, I'm only going to take half this waffle, it still looks good because it looks like a grid still.
Matthew. Question number 20. Favorite point in history and why?
So my favorite point in history is American history.
What point in American history?
I'm getting there. Between the beginning of the Revolutionary War and the end of the Civil War, because in that time there's a lot of setting up. There was a lot of political, theories going around. Also, if you want to look at right after the Revolutionary War, there's a lot of compromising going around, which I like in politics, but lately there hasn't been so much compromising. And I mean, if you want to go into like the military sides, it was kind of cool. I mean, it's not just sitting there, okay, you're all dead. It's like boom, 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 boom.
And then you die.
And then you die. Because people were terrible shots back then because guns weren't so good.
My favorite point in history.
That was really bad, never mind.
Yeah, duh.
Anyway.
My favorite point in history, onto a better point, is when when segregation ended. In fact, I did a whole video on that. I'll put that down below. I also wrote like a whole thing on this in my journal, which I don't really like to share out there, but I have shared it with my parents and my social studies teacher. But it's like, why would you hate someone because they have a different skin color or they're a different race? Like, that doesn't make sense, and I'm glad Martin Luther King ended it. And honestly, a lot of my friends are like black or Hispanic, not trying to be racist, but they're like black or Hispanic or all these different races, and
it's a melting pot.
Yeah. Don't know what that means,
okay.
But
Favorite cheese and why? Number 21.
My favorite, this is a kind of weird cheese. People would not, if they haven't tried it, they wouldn't like it. I thought that when I first saw it, chocolate fudge cheese. It doesn't even taste like any cheese. I mean, it has some kind of tang in it, but it's just like chocolate in a super soft form. It's amazing. It's like healthier than actual chocolate, but it's still chocolate, and it's awesome.
My favorite kind of cheese is Asiago because it tastes good. It has a really nice flavor. It goes on a lot of stuff really well. It's good.
Yeah. Chocolate cheese is also good to just eat as a snack. Like if you just cut it up in squares, it's just.
Next question.
Question number 22.
Two.
Favorite class you've had and why?
My favorite class that I've ever had was actually a class that I had earlier this school year, which was Civics and Economics, taught by Richard Ogner. Because I don't know, it made me like really look into politics. Like, oh, this is what's going on. Oh, this sucks about our country.
And now I hate that he took that class because now he's a politics geek.
Yeah, and I mean, it made me change career choice, and now I want to go into politics.
Yeah, he wants to
Vote
be.
for me when I go into elections.
If he ever does.
I'll run. And I mean, it was just kind of, I don't want to say life changing because that sounds so cliche, but it really changed my views on a lot of things and made me realize that the perfect country really isn't all that perfect.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to have an eye opener.
Yeah. My favorite class, on the other hand, completely different from what his was social studies.
That's the same thing.
But it's for a completely different reason. I met my BFF, like I said earlier. Put her channel down below. She's the best person ever. She's like super easy to trust. And we've only known each other like a year and a half. And we're literally this close. Like, we're sisters.
It's like fingers are touching. Oh my gosh.
But like, he knows how close we are because I talk to the phone. We talk on the phone to each other all the freaking time. Like, as soon as I get home from school and after I do my homework, I'm just like, boom, okay, where's the phone? I need to call Chloe.
I think she's explained why. Favorite candy and why.
Any like sweet fruit candy, I've been becoming obsessed with, like Laffy Taffies, Jolly Ranchers, Skittles. Like, fruit candies are just really good. Not sour fruit candies, but fruit candies.
My favorite candy is Tic Tacs because they're like something to have in your mouth and it's something to just kind of like mess around with, and it's not like it's like a big extravagant flavor or anything. It's just kind of like, yep, that's there, and I can sit with it in my mouth for an hour, and then it goes away, and I'm like, oh, okay, pop another one in, and it's easy and it tastes good, so why not?
Question number 24. What was the most bonding moment that we have had together?
In my opinion, she doesn't remember this except from Storytell because she was very, very, very young. She came home 2 days old, I want to say, from the hospital. Um, and
And I was a teen fat.
be quiet. And we had gone over to my grandparents, or my grandparents' house, because both my mom and dad were in the hospital for like 3 days, for the whole process. Um, and I think my favorite toy over to my grandparents' house, which was a dumbbell rattle. If you know what a dumbbell is, it's like one of those like weightlifting things, and it had the rattly beads on either end, and it was really cool. I would pretend to be like lifting weights with my grandmother because she would have like exercise TV things or whatever, and it just made me feel important. I loved it, and it was rattling, and it was on both sides.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about me.
No, I'm explaining how close I was to that toy, because when I saw her, I didn't think anything about it. But I, at that point, really wasn't very anxious to have a little sister. Hush. But in order to, say, you know what, I accept that you are my sister, I gave her that toy, and that was her first toy, and that was my favorite toy. Later, she wrecked it and all, but in that moment, I felt like, that, made the gap a lot smaller between us.
And that's probably part of the reason we're so close.
Well, I mean, you probably don't remember it, nor
I don't.
But I mean, it made it easier for me to transition with having a baby sister.
Yeah. In my opinion, the most bonding moment
She's a baby.
we've had together was May 15th, 2000. May 14th, 2000.
Okay, 'cause that's almost
Most. That's. Wait, a question. Uh, most bonding moments. Um, probably when we used we used to live like near the woods and all, and so that meant like we could have sticks and all to like play like sword fighting and all with. And Dublin, he's harsh sometimes, and he's hard to gently teach someone. It's hard for him, and when he does, it's like if I don't do what he thinks I'm supposed to do, he's like, Amanda, no, you're not supposed to do this, and I give up. I'm not teaching you ever again. But see, when Patrick taught me how to sword fight, and I did something wrong, he's like, no, 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 you do it this way now. Try it. And it's like, I mean, he taught me how to play ping pong, how to play badminton. He's just like a really good person.
Okay, most memorable event together.
Like I said, May 14th, 2000.
I'm gonna say
2011, we think. Maybe a different year.
I rather 2005.
Yeah, 2011 or 2012. May 14th, our house flooded, and I was in second grade, and I mean, I couldn't swim, and I still can't. And I mean, if we measure how high the water was on me, it was probably up to like the middle of my nose, and I was freaking out. And Patrick's one of those people where he can calm people down really easily and in a really good way. I mean, I was crying and crying because, I mean, I had lost everything that night. I mean, not everything, but I had lost a majority of my clothes, my toys. I mean, I had lost some really valuable stuff. And he was one of those people where he's like, it's gonna be okay. God's gonna help us, and He's gonna help us get through this. And it was like really, yeah.
Okay, I have two most memorable events together, depending on how you review memorable or how you define that. My first one, May 14th, 2011 and 2012, don't really know. And actually, this goes a little bit before that. Right, when water was seeping into the house, Amanda freaked out.
I know. I was calling like the police. I was like telling my mom to like call the police and call the fire
Yeah, call the
department.
police, call everyone.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna die. We're
die.
gonna die. And she just kept on wailing that, and and I mean, through trying to get water, out, have it put it in the buckets, into the sinks and all. I was able to calm her down, and I was like, whoa, dude, that's cool. Better fingers. It's like I had a green thumb for calming her down. I was like, ooh, snazzy. Or if you want to look into memorable in a different way, the one I remember most clearly, right now, I remember this pretty clearly. So,
Is it this?
I mean, that's another one, different on your definition of memorable, because I remember this very well.
Yeah, I mean it's like happening right now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a very memorable event right now. I mean, later on it might not be so memorable, but right now it is memorable.
And it will always be memorable because we will have this on the internet for everyone to see, and everyone being 18. Tell your friends and family to go subscribe to me.
Anywho, question 20.
It's my turn. Question number 26. Favorite celebrity and why?
My favorite celebrity is voice actor Andy Serkis because he's awesome, and he's awesome, and
He's awesome.
he's awesome. He was the voice actor for Gollum / Smeagol in The Lord of the Rings. He did King Kong in the King Kong movie, which is like, I want to say it's like 2005 or something like that, maybe later. He was Caesar in the recent Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Um, and he's just a really cool guy. I've taken a lot of motivation from him because he's just so radical and very cool.
Yeah, my favorite celebrity. I know people are gonna be like, "What? How can you like her?" I don't like the way she acts, but her songs are amazing. Wait, no, never mind. That person's not my favorite celebrity. My favorite celebrity is Taylor Swift. I did a cover of one of her songs, "Shake It Off," um, and yeah, I really like her songs. And I know some people are like, cause she's turning into more of like a pop star. Cause like before "Shake It Off," she was more like the country slash a little bit of pop singer. But I mean, she's like really awesome. And yeah, I'll link my "Shake It Off" cover down below. I can't even remember all the videos I've said down below. Chloe's channel, "Shake It
Yeah,
Off"
there's
cover.
a lot of stuff that we'll review later.
Yeah.
The next question is an interesting one because it's a question that we get to pick about the other one, and we get to ask the other one. So my question for Amanda:
Gosh, I'm nervous.
why do you like unicorns so much?
Okay, there's a long history in this question. There's a long history. It all started
A long, long time ago.
when I saw Despicable Me. And I think her name's like Aggie or something like that. But she won a unicorn from the state fair, not the state fair, but from a fair. And she was like, "It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!" And I had wanted that unicorn such a long time. And then, I had gotten, a small little unicorn. It's like it's kind of like a Beanie Boo unicorn, even though it's not a Beanie Boo unicorn. It has like smaller eyes. And that was my first ever unicorn. And then I got this little one. It's a pillow glow pet, and I named it Mrs. Snuggle Muffins. And then I got my Beanie Boo unicorn, which is a white unicorn with purple, blue, green, and pink dots, and it's adorable. And this is the sad part of it. It was born on his birthday, which I really, really regret getting once I found out that it was on his birthday. But there was one that was on October 15th, which is my birthday. So I got that one too. Same one, but it's on October 15th. So now, on my birthday, on his birthday, we have two more guests. Or we have one more guest that night. Yeah. My question for you is, why do you outgrow your hair? It's so long. It's down to here, you guys. And what gender is he? He's a boy. It's down. It is so long. I mean, I can put it in a ponytail.
No, you can't. Not all of it.
But I can put some of it in a ponytail, and it's like, I love it because I get to play around with it, and I like playing around with people's hair. I know it's weird and disgusting, but I love it. But why do you want to outgrow your hair?
It is on my bucket list to put all of my hair back into one ponytail.
Do that when you're married or out of this.
Well, no, but because it's scientifically proven that stop.
No, let me do this. I want me to play
That
Good.
that it's easier to grow hair when you're younger. So I want to get this done as soon as possible so that I can go back to having, short hair.
Yeah, he used to have buzz cuts, and it was actually kind of cute. Now that you have long hair, I'm surprised you have a girlfriend. Get back in here.
Okay, and that is
That's
all the
all the
questions we
questions.
have.
I
So
hope you guys
good luck
I
with life. If it's your birthday,
Happy birthday.
I was gonna say Merry Christmas, but that works too.
Merry Christmas if it's Christmas where you are.
Actually, no, I was gonna say Merry Christmas if it's your birthday.
Merry Christmas if it's Christmas where you are. Merry Christmas if you're watching this on Christmas. Happy New Year's. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy 4th of July. Happy all the holidays.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday.
Speaking of Super Bowl Sunday, comment down below what team you guys were. I was Seahawks. What were you?
I wasn't anything.
Yeah, he was at rehearsal for a play. I was Seahawks. My mom was Patriots. Purposely, so we would have opposing teams in the house.
It was Captain America versus Angry Birds.
Patrick left, even though you can see like some of his arm. Even though you can see some of his shirt. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was like a super long video. It was probably like 45 minutes or 30 minutes. But guess what, you guys? I verified my account, which means I can do videos longer than 15 minutes, and I can do custom thumbnails. So woot woot! And he was the one that suggested I get my account verified. So yeah, because he knew this was going to be a long video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Bye. I'm not gonna see you again. Bye.